Hey y'all, it's Lindsay with the Fiber Seed. It is WIP Wednesday where I share what I've been working on, and it's a couple things. Let me tell you. Last week we had Christmas Colorways in July release, and so I need to share those with you. There are 4 colors, 2 which are brand new, and 2 of our favorites. So let's get going. First up is O Tannenbaum. It's a watercolor, so it's the perfect green because it's all sorts of greens. It's not as neon as it might be coming across, but it's very a rich, bright color, if that makes sense. That was the hank. Here's the cake. And then there's the swatches. So I knitted it up and I crocheted it up, and here's how it looks. So I did this on DK weight. There's not much patterning to it. If you alternate your balls, you for sure are going to alleviate that issue of possibly happening. So this is what it looks like. I have it on Sprout Sock, DK, and worsted. And then there was the other one, Charles Dickens. Check this out. So it's navy, a deep earthy green, warm red. There's black in there, and there's tan. That's what it looks like in the hank. Here's the cake. And here is my swatches. So I've got my knitted and crocheted swatches. So that's how they work up. And that's also available in sock, DK, and worsted. Now, I do know this next one's already out in DK. We will be making more, but we brought back 2 sizes too small. It's a fun one that is good for any of the sign pooling projects. If you just work it up, possibilities of yarns dyed like this can be this, because I made this hat for Reese years ago. He absolutely loves it, and this is how that idea of knitting in the round works up. And this is done in DK, but we do have sock and worsted. We're making more DK. And then we have peppermint. Do I have a swatch or anything made out of it? No, I don't. But we do have this in DK right now. The sock and the worsted will be being dyed next week because we are already out of it. But that's, so for magic, this is not peppermint, but the speckling would be red in the concept of how that looks. So that is the new colors. If you are looking for Cloud Break, it is in the shop. If you are looking for sock or worsted, it has been dyed. It will be restocked. And if you've pre-ordered those 2 weights, they will be coming to you tomorrow. You'll be getting notifications then. So that's that. What else? Oh, I don't know. How about the things I've been working on that are not me dyeing yarn? So here is my Prana 2 shawl by KnitSisu. I'm using Neon Lights and Sprout DK. And here's my first ball of 3. So the project calls for 3. So it's going to be an awesome, squishy wrap of a shawl. And so it's a textural assigned pooling project, and I'm absolutely loving how it's turning out. So there's that. It's a lot of fun because there's texture and then smoothness and all the fun things. So that's that. If you're like, hey Lindsay, where are the half speckles in the shop? They're coming, I promise you. We are getting some help on photos because we're a small family business and there's only so much time in the day. And so we're getting photos and then getting listings created. So within the next couple weeks, we should have I think I restocked 18 colors of half speckles for this, or whatever you want to use them for, in sock, DK, and worsted. So, and I definitely made a lot of this. So if you know what you want, I can always work up an invoice, but if you want to wait for the update, then it's coming. What else have I worked on? I don't know if I showed you that I finished color 3 on my Dandelion Dance Shawl by Fiber and Fox. There I go again. I'm just going to go with that. I think it's the other way around, but I'm just going to not say it, and it's the way I just said it. Anyway, I finished color 3 with the Viva Magenta. And then I'm going into the Wildflower Frolic section, which I'm going to be using my purple basil for. So, it'll go on top. And then I'll be that much closer to being done. I don't remember what section that is out of how many there are. I might have one more section after that that combines all the colors together. So I'm almost done. That one uses Sprout DK as well. I've been on a DK kick apparently. And then when I finish this, I'm going to have to pick up, not have to, I want to, but I have to because I need to finish it, my Captiva crop, which is in Sprout Sock. So, and you know, as you're coming to the end of summer, because I do this every year, don't we all? Well, some of you might, and you are awesome, and I wish I were you, but I'm not. So what else am I working on the wrong side of the deadline for? Let's talk about my Oh My Fibers acrylic loom for tapestry weaving. I have 12 hours or a little bit more. That put me, no, I've got under 24. There we go. My timers, I gave myself more time to finish my weaving project. So this is as far as I have gotten on it, but this went pretty quickly. This is a lot of fun. You can either just go back and forth, no additions of the design element style. Anyway, it's a lot of fun because you can kind of just do what you want with it. And so I worked with Heather on finding one of her kits that she curates for you to put this that was very bright, because my niece really loves bright colors. And so I'm making this weaving for her to hang up in her room. So she has one just like her sister. And so I've got all the bright colors in here that are different textures as well. And that's part of the fun. But I added some of my own that kind of go with the color scheme of things that I dyed. So Auntie Lily has dyed some of the stuff in here as well. So I only have a little bit left to go. I'm pretty sure I can get this done tonight. I'm going to probably work up to maybe a finger's width away from the top of the loom, because you have all this in the back to work on making the ties onto a dowel rod so that you can hang it. I think I might find a stick on the property and have Reese whittle it down, because he's been making walking sticks lately. So I'll have him whittle that down for me and put some mineral oil on there so that we can hang this thing up and she can take her weaving home with her. So I have to finish this, but I'm super excited about it. And then I can start mine after the Captiva crop. But that's what I've been working on this week, and I'm super excited to see how far I get on my stuff to show you next week. But until next time, happy crafting.